Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, we're going to be looking at the best Reforges in Hypixel Skyblock. Now, getting straight into it, actually, before we go, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications for more, but let's get straight into the action now. First up, we have swords. Now, this is a very debatable topic, so definitely leave your comments down below if you have a different opinion to me, but personally, I like to use sharp on my swords. Now, sharp, it's very good Reforge. It gives you some crit chance as well as a lot of crit damage. Now, what most people go for is probably itchy, because that gives you the most crit damage possible. I don't know how much crit damage exactly, but I don't, because I think without the, because I have quite a low crit chance, so without the sharp bonus I wouldn't have very much at all, so it's very useful. I'll talk about how to get more crit chance later, but crit damage, it's decent. Sharp is pretty good balanced Reforge. Also there is legendary, but legendary is mainly good for two specific things, and I'll get into those when I cover it. But yeah, sharp, very good Reforge. Itchy, most things on the auction house probably be on itchy, so if we check in here quickly, I believe something we'll be able to find something on it on spicy. Yeah, so on a mythic item it gives plus 100% crit damage. What about, yeah, so here it gives you, that's a sharp one. I don't know. Yeah, so it's basically a very good Reforge, itchy as well. But in terms of legendary, this is when the Reforges update, which was a few months ago, came out. Legendary was the first one that I found, and I thought it was quite good because it adds. Currently, there is a mare that gives you some of it, but it gives you bonus attack speed, legendary. So that'll give you plus 5% attack speed or something. So you end up with a very good weapon. I don't know if that makes up for the damage or not, because most of the time you would be one-hit killing something, other than in dungeons or slayers maybe. So you basically don't want attack speed, but say you're doing something like that, it could be useful for you. For example, like I believe a livid dagger will give you extra attack speed, so that's why people use that over other weapons that may do more damage. But yeah, that's basically everything I have to say about swords. But if you want to go for specific swords, like magic weapons for say a bonzo staff that I have here, you want almost no crit damage, as little as possible. This gives you plus 50% crit damage on the base, which is weird because it doesn't ever crit unless you hit stuff. So this ability will only will not crit, so only strength will apply to it. So definitely go for strength and not crit damage. Lots of people make that mistake, so don't do that. And I've also got it hot potato booked, so that gives me extra strength and not crit damage, which is awesome. I haven't got it fully hot potato booked yet, but we'll do that in the future. But yeah, with Jerry as well, you'll do some extra damage as well. That'll give you 10% extra damage. So actually, what is the perk for today? I haven't checked. Slash, oh, it's still the same, I think. No, it's not. It's Aatrox. Yeah, Jerry's a very cool mare. He helps you with your Reforges, and let's get straight into the next weapon, which I believe is going to be a bow. Alright, so for the bow, you're going to want either Rapid or Unreal. Now, these two, they're very good Reforges. I believe, so I've got Deadly on this. I'm going to Reforge this one. Wrong thing. I'm going to try and get this one on either Unreal. There we go, straight away. So Unreal will give you more crit chance, whereas I think I have, yeah, Rapid will give you more crit damage. So it's a trade-off, really. I don't know how much. I wonder how much crit chance I have here. Probably not very much. It doesn't. This is so annoying. It doesn't let you do that. So I have probably about 60%, somewhere around there. But yeah, that is a very decent Reforge. Like, it gives you 65% on a epic. Most people will recom a magma bow because I believe it is still somehow it's still the best non-dungeons bow in the game, even though it's been out for so long and it probably should have been outclassed by now. But the 2 times damage is ridiculously overpowered. There is a few dungeons bows that are a lot better than it, because obviously all dungeons gear is basically better. But now we're going to move on to Talismans. Now this is going to be a bit of a long explanation. So there's different things you should consider by choosing your Reforges for Talismans. Now, to do this, you're going to need a decently sized talisman bag. Obviously, I have mine like this. I don't know, mine's not very good. On my other profile, I actually have a bigger bag, but not enough talismans to fill it. I've actually filled this one. So what you're going to want to do with your Reforges here, I haven't actually done this for myself because this is the old. These haven't been updated for a long time. What you're going to want to do is get all of your commons on unpleasant, because unpleasant is the best for. Let's actually do a few. Superior's bad. Superior's bad. I definitely don't want itchy's alright. It's not great on commons, but you basically want to go for hurtful on your upgraded talismans. So anything uncommon or higher, you want on hurtful, and then anything like common is going to be on unpleasant, because that gives you crit chance, and that is the only reforge that gives you crit chance these days on talismans. If you are going for a magic setup, I'd suggest forceful, because obviously it gives you the most strength, no crit damage, very good. Unpleasant. So you definitely, for magic weapons, you definitely don't need any. You just want strength, so you don't need any crit chance or crit damage. So no point in going for any of that. But yeah, the most important thing about accessories is getting high level ones, because you see the difference between having hurtful on, say, an uncommon. This is double the amount, so it's ridiculously OP if you can get higher level accessories, but these do cost a lot more. Like the lapis, this one costs 9 enchanted lapis blocks to get, so it's very difficult to get if you don't have the right stuff. I'm just going to keep trying to reforge some of these. I need to get them off itchy, really, because I don't think it's a very good reforge. It used to be very good. I think it used to be the best one, but since hurtful was added, I don't believe it's very good anymore. I want to get these on unpleasant, because I've realised my crit chance is quite low. But the way you can fix your crit chance and crit damage is that I just choked it. I just did it again. Okay. You can use a crit 3 potion. Will get you probably get me to 100%. Hurtful, I don't want that. I skipped it, which is really annoying. You can get a mod with, I think Badlion Client has it, where you can just spam it until you get the right one, and it will stop you. So you can't do what I just did. It's just gonna make me do it like 100 times. So yeah, for talisman reforging, unpleasant on commons, and anything else, go for hurtful. Or if you're running a mage setup, go for all forceful. Yeah, definitely no crit damage needed. Also for a magic setup, you'll need some specific armor reforges, and even for speed there is some reforges if you didn't know. I didn't know this until the other day when I made my speed 500 quest video. Can I please, why can't I get unpleasant? This is ridiculous. I'm going to try and go through this a bit quicker. I can look in the chat, see if I get it. Forceful, godly, hurtful, forceful, strong. It's really ridiculous. When you skip the right one, you end up spending a lot of coins just to try and get... Oh, I skipped it again. Next good one I get, I'm just going to keep, because forceful, that's fine. So yeah, reforges are very important these days. Definitely getting good reforges on all of your gear. I don't know what else you can reforge. I think you can get reforges on tools, I think. I don't know if these count as reforges, but it's a Turing sugarcane hoe. Now this thing, you get it from the farming contest. I should have made this when I bought this from somebody, and because I made my video about the farming and getting more money before I got this, so it's a bit of a stupid idea. But let's head straight into the armor section of the video. Alright, now onto the armor. We're going to go for a few different sets. So for mage setup, it's very debatable, because probably what you're gonna want to go for is wise or very wise on wise dragon armor. There is another reforge called necrotic. Now this will require a reforge stone. Now I'll talk about these in a minute, but they add extra powerful reforges onto your stuff, and they will make them a lot better. So they're normally focused on the 1 or 2 specific stats, quite a little bit less than reforges themselves. But basically, armor reforges, what you're going to want to do, if you're going for mage or speed, you want wise, because wise gives +2 speed, decent amount of intelligence. You can use your aspect of the end quite a lot. And or if you're going for damage, you want fierce, definitely. Fierce is definitely the best for damage. It gives 18% crit damage and 6% crit chance. That's probably why my crit chance is quite low without with wise on, because it doesn't have. I don't give any bonuses from my armor. But yeah, you basically This armor set is very good actually. If you combine this with an aspect of the end, early game setup, that's pretty good. I actually currently, I think I run this. I need to get that off clean because clean isn't the best reforge, I don't think. So Titanic is also a good reforge. But the thing is, on Mastiff armor especially, you don't want any defense. So I put Fierce on because you get more crit damage. The more crit damage you have, the more health you get. So it makes more sense to put it on Fierce, I think. I'm gonna go try after I finish this video. I'm gonna go try and do the fire trial again. Try and get my fire trial talisman up to legendary. I don't know if I can do it or not, but I might try that. So yeah, using armor reforges, you can get to be a lot better. I wouldn't take these for like fact because they're 10% boosted, so my health is normally a little bit lower than that. But I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna go show you guys some cool Reforge stones you can buy. Now, you can either get these from dungeons or buy them yourself. So I got this. This gives you the Necrotic Reforge, which is a great mage Reforge. I might actually put this on, although you do remember it does cost 100,000 coins or more to apply these Reforge stones. It can cost up to 5 million coins, I believe. Also, the best Reforge stone in the game is probably a warped stone. Now, what this will do is, I'll show you in a second. I don't actually have one because there are a lot of coins. If you can actually buy any these days, so they're about 5 million coins, and what you can do with this is add it to an aspect of the end, and that will give you, I believe, 140 on damage, crit damage, and I think something ridiculous on crit chance as well. So that is an insane Reforge stone, but I believe it does need like a few million to put it on, and it also needs mining level 26, which I currently don't have, so I cannot buy one of these. But definitely would recommend a warped AOTE combined with strong dragon armor. That will give you around, I think that could give you around 100k damage if you do it right, which is insane. So yeah, definitely try, and it's all about combining these perks, because if you think about it, without the strong dragon armor that wouldn't do too much damage, but 7 plus 75 and you've suddenly got a really good sword and armor on your hands. So that is basically everything you need to know about Reforges. There is some other Reforge stones you should know about. I think I don't know if this is a Reforge stone or not, but I got a Bonzo nose thing. It's in one of these backpacks. Red nose. Now this is also a Reforge stone. It would apply the ridiculous Reforge. I don't know what that does currently. I assume it has something to do with mana, because normally Jerry something to do with magic. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to see more. But that's all I've got to say for the day. So if you have enjoyed, goodbye.